At around 2 a.m., when members of the Sri Radha Gopinatha Mandir in Longdenville were getting ready to start their day, three bandits were already hard at work.
The bandits, they had broken the donation box and taken some of the money.
Apparently they don't have use for singles in Trinidad anymore, but, you know, they took the big ones.
When the men entered, armed with guns and cutlasses, they tied up some of the devotees who were making their way downstairs to begin their religious duties.
This is the office that they broke in.
In this office is where they found money from a fundraiser that should have gone to help build a new school. Between cash and valuables, it is estimated the men walked away with about $10,000. Less than a month ago, a temple in Freeport was also robbed. And yesterday, religious leaders lamented what appears to be an increase in attacks on religious institutions. Vice President Devendranath Das says citizens of this country need to become more aware of God.
We want to see anyone suffer, but as you sow that, you shall reap.
Officers of the Longdenville police station are investigating the robbery.
Rastafarians are subjected to two forms of discrimination, one in regards to the wearing of their headdress, which is called a tam, and the other in regards to their use of marijuana. A tam is a long, round hat which is either crocheted or knitted and is usually brightly colored, and is used by Rastafarians to tuck their traditional dreadlocks away. There was one instance where a Jamaican schoolboy was banned from his class for wearing his tam, which his mother argued was a symbol of their religious beliefs. However, the school saw it as a breach in their dress code. As far as the use of marijuana is concerned, it is prohibited by law in most Caribbean countries. In Dominica, they have even staged marches against its prohibition. Jamaica was also under a strict prohibition of marijuana law up until 2015. After numerous complaints, its parliament decided to lift the law, though there are still many stipulations towards the use of marijuana.
Shape the general attitude of the people of this land, other lands, and wherever we go.
And there's the myth of beliefs, that the spiritual and shouter Baptist is a cult of devil worshippers who practice obeah and satanic rituals. And this one came from a secondary school textbook, Social Studies for Caribbean Examinations by I. Waterman, that has been used in the schools of Trinidad and Tobago.
If you're tying a head with white cloth, they say it was against the law. Ringing of a bell at interval during meeting. Now we really carry on our worship. And you would see a sister or brother get up and he starts to ring the bell. And all this they find, they said it was demons. They demonized the religion.
Where is the Prime Minister tonight to address the nation? Where is he? God has removed him. God has removed the authority, not the power, because no man, including myself, has any power. We have only temporary authority because we all die.
I was on a flight from Chicago to DCA, Washington, actually on a conference for Kids for Peace, which is, an organization that promotes dialogue between Israeli and Palestinian youth. And when we were in the air, the flight attendant asked if I would like to drink something, and I requested a can of diet soda. And she brought me over an open can, so for hygienic reasons, I said, is it okay if I have one that is closed? And she said, well, no one has consumed from this can. So I said, I understand that, but I would really prefer one that was closed. Refusing to give me a closed beverage can. And she said, we are unauthorized to give people open beverage cans because they can use it as a weapon. And so I said, well, it's clear that you're discriminating against me because you gave him an open, an unopened beverage can. And so she grabbed it immediately, opened it for him, and as she was putting it back, she said, well, it's because you would use it as a weapon. And I was really appalled. You know,
She said to you directly, because you would use it as a weapon.
Yes, I was just very, very disturbed by that. So I asked the passengers around me, I said, did anyone witness what you just said to me? And I said, how dare you say that I would use it as a weapon? And then a man sitting, across from me said, you Muslim, you need to shut the F up.